Good morning students, I am Benil, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Pondicherry College of Engineering. So in this video class, I am going to teach you how to access the non-local data in the stack. Okay, that is accessing to the non-local data on the stack. Okay, so what is the use of this concept is how we are accessing the data from one procedure to another procedure. For example, if you have two procedure, this is procedure 1 and this is procedure 2, how the data is accessed from one procedure to another procedure. Okay, so this is the main use of this how accessing the data. Okay, so let's see the accessing to the non-local data. The main purpose is how procedure is accessing their data. Clear? That's what I told you, how the procedure is accessing one procedure to another procedure. And they used a mechanism, that is accessing their data is used a mechanism, that is it is used within a procedure P but does not belongs to P. That means it is used procedure P, but that procedure P is does not belongs to that particular procedure. That is, it is not a nested procedure. Okay, and then that is, it declare inside other procedure. It declared inside other procedure. Okay, so that is the main concept of accessing to the non-local data. So the next one is accessing without nested procedure and accessing with nested procedure. That is the language accessing without nested procedure and the language accessing with nested procedure. Okay, you know what is nested procedure? The procedure is inside the another procedure is a nested procedure. Okay, so see in C language, all variables are declared inside and outside the function. So we know that we will say as global declaration and local declaration. If you declare inside the function, that is called as local declaration. If you declare outside the function, that is called as global declaration. Okay, so in C language, variables are declared inside and outside the function, but it is not possible to declare the scope is in another procedure. Clear? So in C language, it is not possible to declare the scope of this procedure is in another procedure. Okay, so it is not possible to declare one procedure to another procedure. That is the concept. Okay, so you know, if you declare the global variable, that means if you declare globally the function in C language, if you declare the globally function, that is a static data. You know what is static data and dynamic data. So you know, static data means it is the variable is declared statically. Statically means the compile time declaration. That means it knows the exact exact memory allocation, that is static. Okay, for example, if you declare integer, it knows the exact integer bytes. Okay, if you declare statically float, it knows the exact memory of that float value, float bytes. Okay, that is the global variable, that is static declaration of data. And another one is local declaration of data. If you declare it in the stack, top of the stack is declared locally, then we will use top stack pointer. Okay, so if you access the data, it is use top stack pointer. It is we will access this through top stack pointer. Clear? And another, we have some issues in this access to the non-local data. It is somewhat complicated language. That means it allows declaration nestedly, so it is somewhat complicated. That is the issue of this access to the nested procedure. Okay, so next, language with nested procedure declaration. That's, I told you, language without nested procedure declaration. This is language with nested procedure declaration. So in C family and some other family does not support nested procedure. Okay, that's what I told you. There is no procedure in C family, and some language also it does not support nested procedure. But we have a language, that is ML programming language. That is it is a functional language. The declaration is initialized and not to be changed. Okay, that is the declaration and initializations are not changed in this ML programming language. Clear? In C programming language, the procedure is not supported, that nested procedure is not supported, but in ML programming language the nested procedure is supported, but the declaration and initialization are not changed. For example, see, the variables are declared using value, that is variable, this is variable name equal to expression. Okay, so we cannot change this expression, and functions are declared like function name argument equal to body. So we cannot change this declaration, but nested procedures are allowed. Okay, and how we are finding, the next concept is how we are finding nesting depth. That is, let us give nesting depth as 1, that is not nested with any other procedure. For example, I told if two procedures are there, if this procedure is not nested with this procedure, then that is depth is 1. So I told C programming language, there is not supported nested procedure. So C programming language always the depth is 1. Okay, and suppose if the procedure is procedure P within the depth is I, that is the nested immediately with another procedure, then we can say the depth is I plus 1. Clear? If it is not nested with another procedure, depth is 1, and if the procedure immediately follows the nesting is another procedure, that we will say as I plus 1. So this is the way of calculating nesting depth. Clear? Right. So next one is access link. See, there is a 2 example. This I have taken as a quicksort skeleton program, and this already I taught you in a stack storage allocation. So this access link immediately follows the previous access link. Okay, if there is a procedure Q and P and Q, this access link is immediately followed the previous access link. Here also see, this is followed access link, and this Q is followed the access link P. Thank you.